you. Okay. Wanna move myself. Okay. We about to get spooky today. So, put myself in the corner. Nobody cares about little me. Hey, am I live? Am I live? Hello, hello. Uh, uh. Um, Let me see if I'm live. Let me see. Let me check myself out. Hi, how you doing? Mm-hmm. Oh wait, definitely. How you? Uh. Okay, there we go. There we go. Message. So I'm gonna put myself down here. Can I'm still? Oh. Okay. All right. All right. Let me see. I'm just trying to make sure I'm live. Just trying to make sure. All right. Can I chat? Let me see if it will work. All right. I don't see it up yet. I should replay is on chat that appeared doing Premiere will show up here. That ain't show up there yet. So let me see. I'm I'm trying to get the hang of this. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Oh, okay. Oh, it appeared down here. Oh, okay, okay. I'm just trying to make sure. Right. Right. Okay. All right. All right. Everything should be good now. How could I share this live? Share. Okay. Quick share? What's quick share? Mm-hmm. Dun 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 dun. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just trying to make sure that everybody it looks like nobody's coming, so it's just me. It's just me. Maybe next time, maybe next time, maybe next time. Maybe next time we'll get more people, but right now, sure. Da, 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 da. Twitch. Let me share with Twitch. Give me 1 second, everybody. Oh shoot. I don't have that. I guess Facebook? Your group feed. I guess feed. What's on my mind? I guess post. Alright. Hold on, everybody. Okay. Alright. Let me see. My bad. This is my first confirm. Hey James. Hey. Hey, yeah. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. I don't know if people gonna come in, but if y'all do, I'll be on. Alright. Upload it to your channel. See video. I know I don't want to see no video. Alright. Okay. I guess that's all I can do right now. Whoever comes in, come in. If you don't come in, oh well. Mhm. Spooky nights. Alright. Okay, let's get started. Alright, let's get started.
This is a classroom safety bulletin issued by the Department of Student Observation. Please listen carefully. This message may apply to you right now. Over the past week, multiple incidents have been reported across several schools. Students have noticed strange changes in classroom behavior. Most cases begin the same way, with a smile. At first, it feels normal. Your teacher says something funny. The class laughs. They smile. Then they don't stop.
Oh.
Even when the room falls silent, even when the joke is long gone,
Okay.
smiling. If your teacher continues smiling after everyone else has gone quiet, get up. Leave the room. Do not wait for permission. Do not raise your...
What the fuck is going on now? Now I'm a little bit terrified that nobody's in here and I'm listening to this whole shit by myself. The fuck? What you mean the teacher keep on smiling? Why she smiling for?
And just walk out.
Okay.
Follow you with their eyes, but say nothing. Do not go back. Even if it's your favorite teacher, even if everyone else stays seated, the smile may widen, but the lips won't move, the jaw won't shift, the skin may look too tight, and the eyes may not blink. One student in Jefferson Middle reported the teacher didn't blink for 12 full minutes. He timed it. He's missing now. If your teacher says your name, but in a strange tone, too flat or too cheerful, do not answer. Do not look directly at them. Look down. Look at your desk. Pretend to search your bag. Anything to avoid locking eyes. If the classroom clock stops moving for more than 1 minute, If you check your phone and the time doesn't change, you're no longer in a normal class period.
Mm.
If you begin to hear the same sentence repeated 3 times, same tone, same words like a recording, get out. If the bell rings early and nobody moves, leave anyway.
Okay.
Do not trust the schedule.
All right.
Some students said they felt their desks vibrating softly,
Oh, hell no.
coming from underneath. Others reported hearing faint breathing.
The fuck is going on right now? I just started the video and they're already on some fuck shit. Okay, this is spooky night. I guess we better. All right.
In front of the room, but the teacher's chest wasn't moving.
Mm-hmm.
If your test paper already has your name on it,
Yeah.
and you haven't picked up your pencil yet,
Mm-hmm.
do not write.
Oh.
If your pencil rolls off the desk and no one hears it hit the floor, you're already halfway gone.
Oh.
In one school, a student noticed her classmates weren't blinking either. Then she realized they weren't moving at all.
Oh.
Just sitting, staring forward,
Oh.
eyes open.
Oh.
The teacher kept smiling. If you're asked to stay after class, don't. Even if they say it's important. Even if they say it's about your grade. One student in room 308 never left. They found her chair pulled back and her books stacked neatly on the desk.
Okay.
Her phone was still charging.
Oh.
She was gone.
Oh.
She was marked present the next day.
Oh.
Her name was still called at roll.
Oh.
If your teacher starts writing on the board but the chalk makes no sound,
Mm-hmm.
watch their hands.
Yeah.
If they stop moving but the words keep appearing, run.
Okay.
If the projector turns on by itself and shows an old video of your class, but you're not in it, you've been replaced. The faculty have been instructed not to discuss this.
Replaced by who? Who's replacing me? They better not replace me. The
Some
fuck?
of them know. Some of them pretend they don't. Some of them smile too.
Oh God.
If your teacher is still smiling and everyone else has already left,
Uh-huh.
you are being watched.
Okay.
Being tested.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of the classroom. Now.
You think you can stop me? Think you will be saved? I will find you and I will wear your skin. It needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Resist. Don't be scared. I want what is best. Relax and do not do anything.
This is an urgent broadcast from the State Department of Academic Safety. Please listen carefully. This is not a drill. At 7:12 this morning, reports started coming in from multiple schools.
Yeah.
Students say their classrooms are wrong, too big, too cold. Sometimes the windows show things that aren't outside.
The fuck you mean?
The clock spins backwards. If you hear footsteps in the vents, if the loudspeaker calls names you don't know, do not stay in your seat. Do not answer roll call. Do not go to the main office. Some students say the hallways move when you're not looking, that doors open to staircases that go too far down. If you see a substitute teacher you don't recognize and no one remembers hiring them, leave your books and walk out calmly.
Okay.
Do not ask questions. Do not speak to the staff. The cafeteria food has started tasting like ash.
Ew.
Mirrors in the bathrooms show different rooms when
Why
no one
ass
is
though?
around. The library clocks are stuck at 11:11, even when your watch says different.
Mm.
If you notice these things, you are already being watched. Do not react.
Watched by what?
Teachers have been reported standing completely still for hours, mouths moving like they're whispering, but no sound comes out. Their hands twitch like something is trying to pull them from inside. Do not interrupt them. Do not make eye contact. They're listening for something else. The fire alarms have started ringing on their own. When they do, everyone freezes. If you move when the alarm rings, you might not find the exit you came from.
Okay.
It might not even be your school anymore. If you hear an announcement telling you to stay in your classroom,
Yeah.
check the hallway.
Okay.
The hallway is gone, you are no longer safe. Find a room with no windows. Lock the door. Do not answer if someone knocks, even if they sound like your friends. Since 1994, these changes have been happening quietly. They said it was just construction. Just
Yeah.
renovations.
Yeah.
But they lied.
Okay.
Who saw too much were listed as transferred, but they never showed up anywhere else.
All right.
If you feel the air getting thicker, if the lights flicker and stay off longer than usual,
Uh-huh.
Hear music from the basement after sunset. Do not follow it. No matter what you hear, no matter who calls your name, check your backpack. If it's packed with things you never owned,
Hey,
leave
how you
them
doing?
If your school bus shows up empty, with no driver, do not get on. Your school
I don't know what the heck I'm listening to. Tell her I say hi. Well, right now I'm trying to not get scared, but this is I don't know what the hell is going on with this. It just jumped me right into it. um, um, yeah. Tell Mel I say hi though. Right now I'm just trying to. I, I'm hearing noises and it's getting me a little bit scared. Yep, yes it is, and it's dark as hell. Should I turn the lights off? Nope, nope,
no longer safe.
nope.
Leave immediately. This message will not repeat. This is an emergency broadcast from the Department of Student and School Staff Safety. Listen very, very closely. At exactly 12 p.m., we are getting multiple reports from students. They are seeing teachers outside the school, but not in a usual way. They're not supposed to be seen outside, not at the grocery store, not at the gas station, not standing still at the end of your street, not sitting alone in their car with the engine off long after sunset. Teachers are built for the classroom. That's where their program runs clean.
What program?
Bells, fluorescent lights, everything makes sense there. The clock ticks.
Can you hear it good with me talking, or am I too loud? I just want to know because it's my first like real live stream, so I'm gonna try to do this often. So I don't know if you can hear me good with the video playing, or am I too loud? I don't know because I can barely hear myself.
Right, the air buzzes normal, the wiring holds, but outside of that, they start to break. Not all at once, just little things.
Okay.
Like calling you by your student number instead of your name, or blinking out of rhythm, too slow,
Okay.
or not at all. You might think that's all normal. Then you must listen to this broadcast till the end. Because
No,
what am
I don't want to
about
listen to
tell
this
you is
broadcast.
anything but normal. Those you see outside are not teachers anymore.
Uh-huh.
They look straight at you without recognizing your face.
Thank
Suddenly
you.
laugh, like someone whispered a joke in their ear, but there's no one else there, and their lips don't quite stop moving when they stop talking. A student said that they saw their teacher standing in the rain, no umbrella, no phone, no expression, just standing. The teacher didn't move for 47 minutes. They checked the school's attendance records.
Did you just say the teacher didn't move for 47 minutes? Why? What am I watching, bro? What is going on? Why did I decide to do spooky nights? And oh my god, bro. This is just the first video too. Oh my god. Why? I'm home by myself. Oh, oh my god. Thank God I didn't decide to turn the lights off.
The teacher was marked present the whole time. The cameras never saw them leave the building, not through the front, not through the back, not at all. The girl swears she saw them watching her through her car window.
Got you.
Too wide, like his mouth was trying to remember how it worked, like something inside him was wearing his skin wrong.
Oh.
Saw it. The next morning, she didn't show up. People say she transferred, but no one remembers her name.
Okay.
Principal.
Oh.
Not even her locker combination. They say no one sits on her desk even though it's empty. If you ever see your teacher outside of school grounds, do not wave. Do not call their name. They're not meant to respond. And if they do, if they turn toward you like they were waiting,
Drinking coffee.
run. Because they're not bound by the rules anymore. Outside, they're hungry for names, for memories, for the part of you that still believes you're real, for the parts you forget when you wake up.
Oh,
Last
God.
questions no teacher should know. What did you dream last night? Why didn't you tell your mom about the pills? Does it still hurt where your dog bit you when you were 6? Do you ever hear breathing when you're alone? They don't blink when they say it. They don't even breathe. They just tilt their head like a puppet whose strings are being controlled by something else. And if they touch you just once, you won't remember this broadcast at all. The only thing you will feel would be just an itch behind your eyes, like something inside your skull just moved a little too far forward, like your thoughts don't belong to you anymore, like you're listening to someone else's thoughts. People say there's a way to test it. If you see a teacher outside of school, ask them what grade they teach. If they pause for more than 2 seconds, start walking. If they repeat the question back to you, don't answer. Don't even blink. And if their smile doesn't drop even once, just run away. Because they've already recognized you, which means they've already marked you, which means something else is watching through them. And the next time you walk into school, they won't be at their desk. They'll already be behind you, closer than you remember.
Oh, hell no.
Shadow, smiling. You thought you would forget this all, like nothing happened, but forgetting is a privilege. And privileges don't last.
No, Joe.
Especially not when you've been noticed.
What you mean that edge? They're already behind me. You better get away from me. Oh my God. Why am I deciding to do this to myself? Especially when I'm already in school. I'm gonna be scared of my teacher. Hey, what's up, man? I don't know why I'm doing this to myself though. This is
Something that used to be your teacher.
used to be. Okay, that was the first video. Yeah. Okay. Next is I think I did this one already. Moon Rocks. Oh, okay.
If a strange man in a van.
Oh, hell no. What the fuck? Oh my God, bro. That's just fun. Yeah. If somebody looking at me like this, you think that, yeah, I think he wanna have too much fun with me. Like too much fun. Like, I don't know what kind of fun he's trying to have. Oh yeah, it is creepy. That's why I call it. That's why I'm having creepy nights, spooky nights. I'm gonna have it every time, like at 11 o'clock. So, yay! I decided to do this to myself. Next one is SCP-1916-0Z. What? Squeeze Moon Rocks. Can you smoke it? My bad. I'm thinking about different moon rocks. Alright. Let's get this let's get this one started, I guess.
Don't worry about the man. Don't worry.
What you mean don't worry about the man? Look at the man. This man's spooky. I ain't gonna be worried about the man and his eye look like it's not in his socket.
About the van. Worry about the candy. Little Timmy didn't, and now he's floating through the cold void.
The fuck? The fuck happened to little Timmy? Oh my God, bro. Oh God. Little Timmy got fucked up. Timmy eyes bulging, his cheek all puffy. I think he's turning blue. I'm blue, I'm a baby, I'm dying. Yep, that kind of. Damn, Timmy. See, that's why you don't take stuff from stranger, Timmy. I thought your mom told you this. God damn it.
Michael should have worried too.
Michael!
He was a physically fit jogger in his early 30s until hikers found him writhing in agony on the train, almost every bone in his body shattered. In the hospital bed, pumped full of morphine, he was just able to whisper 4 words. It was the candy. And sadly, this strange phenomenon affects more than just the people who eat the candy.
Uh-huh.
Colombia, dozens dead and hundreds writhing in hospitals with burns and radiation sickness.
Uh-huh.
The mass casualty event was dismissed as a reactor meltdown at an undisclosed nuclear facility. What on earth is happening here? Surely the kind of candy that could unleash such extreme effects would attract the attention of the SCP Foundation.
I'm sorry, but why did I decide to do this? Why? I like horror movies. I like horror stuff. Maybe that's why. I'm just sick. Okay.
Well, it did.
Yep.
That's where our story began.
What's up, Dr. Bob?
While the deadly candy 9916 is a fascinating case in its own right. It's even more compelling as a doorway into the mysterious and dangerous world of anomalous candy. And who better to be your anomalous candy man than your dear researcher friend, Dr. Bob?
Oh,
Before we get to the wider world of anomalous candies,
yeah.
let me focus on SCP-1916, the sweet treat that caused the
Damn.
events I described in the opening. These are collections of individually wrapped jawbreaker-like hard candies created by a company you may have heard of.
Dr. Wondertainment.
An infamous Foundation group of interest and purveyor of anomalous candies and toys. How exactly they created this anomaly is still a mystery. For the most part, the candies are made out of sugar and preservatives, harmful for your teeth, but little else. The secret ingredient that seems to imbue these confections with anomalous effects is privileged information redacted from the official files. But the nature of the effects themselves are more than clear. These candies, each themed after a planet, recreate the effects of that planet's gravitational force, and occasionally even their atmospheres, for anyone who eats them. These effects aren't permanent. That's an important fact to be aware of.
Yeah.
The effects only tend to last for about 90 minutes.
90 minutes?
If a person suffers harm during that 90-minute window,
You mean 90 minutes of me suffering and going up to the sky? Yeah, I will be dead, bro. It doesn't matter how 90 minutes of me just floating up. Yeah, I can get struck by a helicopter. I could get struck by a plane. I could get struck by a bird. I could just get struck, period. And I'm going straight up in space.
will leave no trace. Unless
Wait. So you telling me I can go up and then when the effects drop, like, fuck, I can't talk. When the effects done, I drop down to the ground? Okay.
that word is doing a lot of heavy lifting, as you'll soon discover.
Yeah.
The most reliable information the Foundation has comes from a shipment of jawbreakers intercepted en route to a retailer. Inside, there was some official ad copy from the Dr. Wondertainment Company.
Hey there, Space Cadets. Can't wait until you're old enough to go to outer space for real? Dr. Wondertainment is here for you. Dr. Wondertainment's Zero-G Whiz Moon Rocks. Guaranteed to give you the closest thing to being a real live astronaut. Enjoy hours of high-tech hijinks as you explore the gardens of Venus and sail the seas of the moon, all in your own backyard. Each package of Dr. Wondertainment's Zero-G Whiz Moon Rocks contains 6 different flavors for a real out-of-this-world experience.
Got you.
Martian Cherry. Explore canals with a red planet in style.
Uh-huh.
Illusion Berry. Dip beneath the clouds of our closest neighbor.
Yeah.
Careful, the air down there is thicker than water.
Wait, what?
Is the moon really made of green cheese? You'll find out when you're only 1/6 your regular weight. Jovian.
Okay. Why? Who would want to try these shit? Well, then again, curiosity did kill the cat, so I know a lot of people that would try to.
Take a swim in the great red spot on the biggest planet of them all.
No.
Outer Space Strawberry. Find out what it's really like in outer space.
No.
The Zero-G Whiz way. Planet X. What's it like on the undiscovered planets? You'll have to try it to find out. Disclaimer, not for outdoors use. Do not consume more than one Dr. Wondertainment Zero-G Whiz Moonrock every 4 hours.
Hey, it's saying not for outdoor. Oh, at least they got a warning. Take it when you inside because you can just float to the ceiling and you'll be good. But if you take it outside, you're going to keep floating. Okay, at least they got a warning. See?
Do not consume in conjunction with Dr. Wondertainment's Ultra Fizz Diet Phosphate.
What?
Your definition of hijinks may vary from that.
Shit.
Dr. Wondertainment.
Ad copy would suggest.
Uh-huh.
Let's take a look, shall we? The first of the candies, believed to be Martian Cherry, which
Sorry, I don't know what just happened. My stuff, I just lost connection, so let me rewind that shit. All right, let's do.
For outdoors use.
Okay.
Dr. Wondertainment's Zero-G Whiz Moonrock every 4 hours.
Gee whiz.
In conjunction with Dr. Wondertainment's Ultra Fizz Diet Phosphate. Your definition of hijinks may vary from that used by Dr. Wondertainment. Dr. Wondertainment is not responsible for an injury, accident, illness, or death resulting from misuse of
Or
Dr.
death.
Wondertainment's
It's
Zero-G
crazy.
and it turns out they've got a good reason for those extravagant disclaimers.
Uh-huh. Hold on.
Several technical efforts to explore for the true extent of their effects.
Yeah.
Researchers found that, unsurprisingly, they were a lot more dangerous and
Oh!
unpredictable than Dr.
Oh!
Wonder's whimsical ad copy would suggest.
Ah!
Let's take a look, shall we? The first of the candies, believed to be Martian Cherry, which was a uniform shade of bright red, was tested on a male D-class weighing 76.2 kilograms.
Uh-huh.
After consuming the Martian Cherry Jawbreaker, the subject's weight was...
Fuck! No. A little intermission. How your day going? Hope you're doing good, and let's get back to it. That was all.
28.6 kilograms, which is roughly consistent with the reduction in weight that would come from being subjected to Martian gravity. And just so you're not lost here, allow me to take a very brief sidebar to teach you some physics.
Yes.
What? I am a scientist, after all.
Yes, you are.
Unless
The best.
someone takes a chainsaw to you, your mass is fundamental and constant. It's the quantity of matter that makes up your being. So, whether you're in the crushing depths of the Marianas Trench or far up in the vacuum of space, your mass will be the same. Weight, on the other hand, is the expression of gravitational force on the body. That's the difference, you see, quantity versus force. So, when you eat one of these anomalous candies and it takes effect, you don't display any visual changes. Your mass remains the same. It just affects the degree to which gravity can affect your body. The next candy tested was Venusian Berry, which was light beige with...
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't understand one thing he just said. I didn't get none of that. Yeah, this is why I'm still in school.
It was tested on a D-class who weighed 48 kilograms. The gravitational effect was a lot more minor, bringing the D-class's weight down to around 43 kilograms. But the secondary effects were a great deal more extreme. Adjusting to the atmosphere of Venus takes a certain brutal toll on the body. This led to severe decompression sickness that left the D-class stone dead within 6 hours. After an autopsy, the cause of death was found to be something resembling high-altitude cerebral edema, a potentially lethal swelling of the brain in high altitude. Given that human beings have actually been to the moon and survived, it stands to reason that the lunar lime, mostly uniform white with a few dark markings like craters, might be less hazardous to the consumer's health. The D-class who weighed 104.3 kilograms took one of these candies, and immediately his weight reduced to 16.6 kilograms. But the lowered effects of lunar gravity also gave him stupendous physical abilities. To measure the limits of this anomaly, researchers escorted him to a secured outdoor testing area. He was able to run abnormally fast and to lift extremely heavy weights. Next, the Foundation wanted to test the D-class's jumping abilities, and that's where everything went wrong. He took a running start, jumped, and flew up into the sky too fast to be stopped. He reached the outer layers of Earth's atmosphere at exit velocity. He is now assumed dead.
Yeah.
Lowered gravity has its unique risks, but the same is also true of increased gravity, the kind you'd expect when consuming Jovian jelly. This is made of several horizontal streaks colored orange and white. There are several...
Like, what you expect? They call it the moon for a reason, bro. You expect a person to jump when they're on the moon, they jump high. What you expect on the if you got superhuman strength and then super speed, you think the jumping would be normal? Nah. Oh my God. I swear, some of these scientists just want to see the world go in flames. I swear.
Small white and red spots, including a single large red spot meant to replicate the Great Red Spot, the eternal megastorm raging on the gaseous surface of Jupiter. It increased the D-class's weight from 117.9 kilograms to 298 kilograms, well in excess of 600 pounds.
Damn!
A weight that would typically earn you a place on a sleazy reality television show. Here, the subject felt intense pain, and while attempting to move, he suffered multiple arm and leg fractures. This was a far more unpleasant experience than the D-class made to try the outer space strawberry, which was as black as deep space itself. In addition to being delicious, it allowed the D-class to float freely, completely unleashed from the oppression of gravity. And because the Foundation had learned their lesson from the lunar lime incident, they made sure to conduct this test in an indoor environment with a firm roof.
Good.
After the 90 minutes had elapsed, everything was fine.
Okay.
The same, sadly, could not be said of the D-class made to try the Planet X candy, which was uniform black with a white question mark symbol on it. Perhaps there was never going to be an entirely safe way to test an anomalous candy that would recreate the conditions of an unknown planet, but even with that in mind, It's safe to say that this incident was particularly disastrous. The subject quite literally exploded in a burst of concentrated gamma radiation, the most lethal end of the electromagnetic spectrum. 82 people died from
Damn!
poisoning, while another 438 required immediate medical treatment simply for being nearby. Given the inert nature of this SCP, it's given the safe class, with the instructions to collect up any stray samples of SCP-1916 for storage in a Site-85 warehouse.
Damn!
Even a whole task force, Mobile Task Force Psi-1964, or Slugworth Sizzlers, devoted to removing them from circulation. But that isn't how this story ends.
Okay.
It often transpires that when researching into the files of different anomalies, my vast knowledge of the anomalous world allows me to make novel connections between one anomaly and another. The nature of SCP-1916 reminded me a great deal of another form of chaotic confectionery.
I swear, bro, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight, and I can't say blame nobody but myself tonight. Like, I do this to myself. After this, then we got actually 2 more videos to do, and then tomorrow I'm gonna be back on at 11. But this is some bullshit, bro.
That's proven a matter of great interest to the SCP Foundation. I am speaking, of course, about SCP-261, the pan-dimensional vending machine. This anomalous vending machine can dispense candies, snacks, and beverages from a variety of different dimensions to unpredictable effects. And as I mentioned earlier, you're here for the classified files on interdimensional candies.
Yeah.
Let's examine some of the strangest products dispensed by SCP-261 that the
Okay.
Foundation has documented. So please, come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure investigation.
Okay.
On the more mild end,
Oh.
these like the Spice Bomb, a small red gumball with Japanese characters on the packaging. While the bomb part of the name is thankfully an exaggeration,
Okay,
it
good.
definitely isn't.
Oh.
It created such an intense spicy flavor that the researcher who made the questionable decision to try it himself needed to pause the experiment to vomit and take some powerful antacids. On the more admittedly kind of awesome side of things, there are anomalous confections like build-your-own candy bots. This is a small bag of Pez-style hard candy formed into various mechanical pieces. This allows you to form them together.
Oh, shoot. I like that one.
Robots.
I like that one.
Each other when you build
Yeah.
Packaging is in a language that nobody can identify. Candy bots can be eaten with no adverse effects to the eater, aside from most people finding them a little too sweet. Feel free to build up and chow down if you find them. Then there's the reverse temperature cream puff, which may cause some controversy in our comments as to where the concept of a pastry ends and a candy begins. What's extremely strange about this anomalous snack is that its temperature becomes the inverse of whatever extreme it's placed in.
Poop.
While it seems completely normal at room temperature, if placed in extreme heat, such as fire, it causes the cream puff to become extremely cold. And if placed in a freezer, the cream puff is liable to set on fire. As for its taste, anyone who's eaten it has described it as fine, but maybe a little stale.
Unique preferences to create a
Oh, that is interesting. Oh my God, I don't care.
If you find you're someone who's frequently in too much of a hurry to sit down and really savor your snacks,
Yeah.
you might appreciate thiatimolene cookies. These are individually plastic-wrapped cookies that you'll actually be able to taste 3 seconds before you put the cookie into your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
For the brave and foolhardy, you might enjoy the idea of the caramelized tarantula. Yes, this is exactly what it sounds like. A huge tarantula with a 13-inch leg span cooked in delicious caramel. And that's one meal that you should really savor because it might just be your last. Foundation research
Okay.
has shown that the tarantula still contains some extremely potent toxins. Toxins that could make you just as dead as the spider you just ate. On the more wholesome end, there's
Oh.
underwear.
Oh, okay.
Edible underwear that
Oh.
confiscated by the SCP.
They got the thong.
Research supervisor for unknown reasons. We can only assume that those supervisors had some wonderful nights not long after.
Oh.
A number of the candies produced by the pan-dimensional vending machine are physically impossible under the laws of reality in our world, but are silly and quirky rather than frightening and dangerous. One of these is a type of cookie playfully named Sound Bites. They're cookies shaped like onomatopoeia words that make the sound they're shaped like when eaten. For example, one that says bark will make the sound of a dog barking. One that says bang might make the sound of a gunshot, hardly a stress-free eating experience. Speaking of gunshots, there were also candy bullets with an exclamation point.
Candy bullets?
Bullets are made of hard rock candy and are harmless when eaten, and yet they can also function perfectly as normal bullets. When struck by one of these bullets, the victim suffers the expected ballistic trauma, along with a strong taste and smell of peppermint. So that's a yummy consolation prize, at least. These are similar to the shotgun shells of Tannhauser edible weaponry.
What the fuck?
Shotgun shells that taste like a mix of chocolate and banana. Speaking of ostensible candies,
That's crazy.
There's also pile o' slugs. And yes, that's exactly what it sounds like, a literal pile of slugs in a box. Similar to the kind used to hold strawberries. These slugs aren't completely devoid of nutritional value.
Oh, God.
Really high amounts of several vitamins, and also large amounts of too.
Don't you dare eat that. Don't you fucking eat that. Don't you fucking eat that.
Perhaps take my chances with the arsenic over the turtochakan.
I would too.
A ball of fried turkey,
Oh,
a
God.
ball of fried chicken,
Oh.
which in turn contained a ball of chocolate.
Oh.
That really just feels like it shouldn't work, and I'll leave finding out whether it does to D-class personnel.
Yeah.
One that's a little more disturbing is a plastic pill bottle which has a cartoon of a child eating a rat on the front. If you take one of the pills inside and give it to a rat, the rat's flesh will slowly transform
Oh, my
into
God.
yummy candy. So if you've ever wanted to eat a rat but worried about the diseases, this interdimensional candy was made for your incredibly peculiar tastes.
That's fucking disgusting, bro.
Like some of the others, but
That is so fucking disgusting, bro.
morally ambiguous
I'm gonna
qualities.
throw up, bro.
These creatures, equal parts candy and entity, are the eat-me's.
Eat
Small,
me's?
wicked creatures that skitter around begging, eat me, until of course you do. And as you're eating them, they'll yell and scream with joy. To be devoured is the culmination of their life's purpose, so we suppose you should be happy for them in this. But if you're having trouble feeling happy,
I don't know if I can finish this videos. I'm really having second thoughts right now. This is the most disgusting video I have ever seen, bro. Oh my God. Give me a second. All right, let's do it. Let's finish this.
on your own, you'd be better off consuming some jelly joy beans, assorted emotions. These are exactly what the name implies. Jelly beans in a variety of colors that, depending on the color you eat, can alter your emotions. In terms of the colors, red is joy, blue is sadness, pink is sexual arousal,
Oh.
blue is fear, green is anger, and
Give me pink. We gonna go all night long, you know?
purple is jealousy. Which one would you pick?
Pink.
Let me know in the comments. In a manner similar to our beloved candy bots, there are also candy commandos, similar to classic toy soldiers made out of hard candy. These soldiers, when removed from the packaging, will independently begin to battle each other using advanced military tactics and weaponry. And once their battle is completed, they'll all become inert. The Foundation reports that they taste of peppermint. Delicious. Far more bizarre and frightening is a candy labeled caramels, as in the word caramels without any vowels. They look and taste like normal caramels, however, after consuming them, subjects have a hard time pronouncing words. Then, the next day, the person wakes up and finds that their teeth and tongue are gone. Perhaps not worth it for some caramel.
Hell no.
Confession candy.
Teeth and tongue?
It's as sinister as its effect. When you eat it, you'll begin to involuntarily divulge incriminating information about yourself. Every time you eat more pieces of candy, you'll begin to share more incriminating information. This resulted in a Foundation researcher losing his standing among colleagues after sharing a few more unfortunate details from his personal life. At least he still has his teeth and tongue. But that's still quite mild compared to unsweethearts candies. These are similar but diametrically opposed to the classic sweethearts candies, except that the phrases on them are more indicative of being in the middle of an acrimonious divorce. Phrases like, "I drink to forget you," and "You are the reason for my restraining order."
Damn.
This gives more than just bad feelings. Each candy contains a fatal dose of cyanide. On the more innocent end, there's the Russian nesting Twinkie. This
So, damn. Shit. You the reason why I'm drink to forget you? Oh my God. Ain't no restraining order. Oh my God. Some people, we need candy like that, so people will be like, okay, here you go. This is for you, dickhead. You know?
Exactly what it sounds like, a Twinkie that, when you squeeze it, a slightly smaller Twinkie is ejected from it. You can do this 5 times for 5 Twinkies of increasingly smaller size. A perfect snack for when you have the kind of hunger that only 5 Twinkies in decreasing size will satisfy. But that's nowhere near as peculiar as the Philosopher's Scone, an anomalous candy where they absolutely figured out the name first before the rest fell into place. The scones have a slogan on their packaging that says, "Good for 30 more minutes." After eating one of them, you won't feel all that different until you die.
What?
That's because the Philosopher's Scone will afford you 30 minutes of life after sustaining a fatal wound, even if the wound should be immediately fatal, like being on the receiving end of both barrels of a shotgun. You'd be amazed what you could achieve in 30 minutes. And appropriately, we couldn't conclude this list without revealing that yet another Dr. Wondertainment candy was also dispensed by the pan-dimensional vending machine, Dr. Wondertainment's Amazing Bursto Bubbles. This is
Oh, God.
gum that seems harmless when normally
Oh,
consumed.
God. I know what this.
If you happen to blow a bubble with it, the second this bubble bursts, the resulting blast will be enough to give you and everyone around you a concussion. So next time you find a strange candy in a store, or offered by a friendly man in a trench coat from the driver's seat of a white panel van, take a moment to consider what you're putting into your mouth. You don't know where it came from, and you don't know what'll happen to you afterwards. Check out the Dr. Bob Patreon and become a junior researcher today. Now go and watch another entry from the files.
Thank you, Dr. Bob.
SCP-1550, Dr. Wondertainment's Custom Pets, Top 12 S.
Thank you, Dr. Bob. I think I'm gonna have nightmare because of you, Dr. Bob, but thank you so much. Next video is gonna get even worse, so oh my God. The stuff I do for love. I love creepy stuff, so alright, next video. Yay! 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 I don't want a long one. Yay! I don't know why I keep saying hey for. I haven't found it yet, so let's do this one. No, let's not do that one. No, I don't want a longer one. I just want a short one. What's this one? If your dog laugh like you, stop speaking. Did I do this one? I don't know if I did that one, but alright, this is just 5 minutes, so let's do this one. And then after this, one more. Oh God.
The Ugly Duckling. Created by
Oh hell no. And then one more SCP and then I'm done.
Once upon a time,
Uh-huh.
by a peaceful lake, an otter swan was laying her eggs. Little did she know, one of her offspring was born different. It was a duckling. Look at this ugly thing, said one of the cygnets, as they peered at their sibling. The mother swan looked at the duckling with disgust. This is not one of my children, she said as she pecked at it, pushing the hatchling away from the nest. You're a freak and you know it. You will never be beautiful. The duckling cried.
Please stop this.
Endlessly shamed it. Day after day, the family would mistreat the duckling, making fun of its appearance.
Uh-huh.
The swans constantly pointed out their differences such as their size or beaks.
Yeah.
Daily ridiculed the duck's feathers. Your feathers are plain and gross, like dirt.
Uh-huh.
I only dream of having a
Oh
feather like
God, bro.
One day, the duckling disappeared. Good riddance, chirped one of the siblings. That runt was tainting our family. Many suns and many moons passed, and before they knew it, they had all grown into graceful and elegant swans.
Yeah.
It has come time for all of you to find a place of your own. I trust that all of you will be able to have a beautiful family like ours.
Yeah.
Continue our pure bloodline.
Oh shit.
Okay, mother, farewell. They squawked, then darted off along the lake. Gliding along the water, the swan siblings reminisced about the past.
It's a shame, really.
Said one of the swans.
Although he wasn't a looker, it does feel strange that he has left us.
Oh, please, Sylvie, as if you care what happened to that thing. If you ask me, between his shitty feathers and that weird stare, it's a blessing that he's out of the picture.
Simon, that's horrible. Just because he was a little different, didn't mean we had to be such dicks as kids.
Loosen up, Sylvie.
The fuck is that in the bag?
What good does caring do now?
Whatever, Simon. Mom praising your coat has gotten to your head. It's getting dark. Where is everyone?
Seasons passed, and the mother swan decided it was time to reunite with her kids. Disappointed that they never came to visit, she swam the route along the lake that her children once did, many moons ago.
Okay.
It is awfully quiet here, thought Mother Swan, as she passed the reeds of what she assumed would shelter her offspring.
Okay.
And odd, now to think of it,
Okay.
from her kids after all these years. Turning the bend, she hopped out of the water and made her way to the barn. Simon said he was going to move
Oh my god, bro. Oh. Okay.
here, she pondered. I wonder if he's finally got some hatchlings of his own. Approaching the barn house, Mother Swan called out. Simon, Mother is home. There was silence.
Nobody's there.
Simon, come on, darling. I want to see how my beautiful boy has.
Every day I woke up, and every day I was reminded that I am inadequate. You're a freak, an ugly freak. Your feathers, your beak. Good luck trying to keep your perfect family. It will be hard to continue your pure bloodline if everyone is dead.
I'm not watching this, bro. This shit is fucking scary, bro.
I think you know. I have become beautiful. No one came looking for me when I disappeared. And now, no one will come looking for you.
Well, that shit was fucked. Yeah. One more video, I guess.
The train erupts into a frenzy. People are screaming, barreling down the carriage to try and get away from the host.
That was the ugly duckling. This one is just the most dangerous virus on the earth. All right, let's get from time to Husa. Should be disgusting, bro. Oh my god. Man. That was something. All right, let's continue. This the last video, and then I'll be off for the night and probably have nightmares. So hopefully y'all like it.
Barely anyone paid her any attention a few seconds ago. But the second she exploded, everyone noticed. The passenger gets barged out of the way by a stampeding commuter. Another person shoves past, and they fall, buried under the trampling feet. Looking toward the spot where the host had been standing, the passenger expects to see a bloody mess scattered across the carriage. Instead, between the kicking, stomping legs, they notice a blanket of thin, white wisps, covering the train floor and the doorway next to where the woman had been just seconds ago. Strange, almost like millions of tiny little hairs, and they're spreading. The people closest to the wisps are quickly being covered, the tiny white things covering them, clinging to their clothes, climbing up their legs. Despite their frantic efforts to wipe them away, the passenger watches in horror as more and more of the people on the train are smothered by them, and the wisps keep crawling along, getting closer to where they're trapped. The investigator leads their team of small-town sheriffs and deputies heading into the dank, dark cave. Behind them, a trail of discarded shoes, clothes, and dropped personal effects. Hints that all the slew of disappearances leads to this spot.
Yeah.
In the woods, miles outside of town. As they move through the darkness, the investigator's flashlight glances off stony walls.
Yeah.
The sound of something shifting comes somewhere deeper in the cave.
Okay.
Freezes, waiting to hear it again. The cold air in the cave goes still. Then something stirs again. Heading down the rocky passageway, the investigator is the first to step out into the main chamber of the cave.
Okay.
Surprise, there's nobody here.
I hope not.
Structures of what appear to be plants form pillars throughout the room. Out of the corner of their eye, the investigator is sure they see one of them shift.
Oh my god, thank you for commercial.
For free phone service with IM Telecom.
The
Out of the
fuck?
corner of their eye, the investigator is sure they
The
see
fuck is that?
a trick of the light. It has to be. So they take a closer look.
Nope.
It's not just plants. There's more. It almost looks like flesh.
Ew.
Then the investigator sees something that makes their blood run cold. They shine the beam over the grotesque mass, and an eye contracts, staring back. They found the missing people, and somehow
They all combining.
alive.
Oh god.
Alarming anomalous discoveries made by the SCP Foundation, few have the same far-reaching and potentially deadly consequences as SCP-129. Ever since the discovery of the organisms, researchers and experts in the fields of anomalous microbiology and pathology have determined that SCP-129 may be the single most dangerous infection on the planet. Following a series of incidents involving a commuter train in Redacted and disappearances in Redacted, the SCP Foundation became aware of a particular strain of different fungal species. The exact number of variations and species affected by this phenomenon remains undisclosed
Okay.
by Foundation researchers. There are an estimated 2 to 3 million species of fungus on Earth. 155,000 with any formal designation. There's no confirmation or indication of exactly how many of these fungi are instances of SCP-129.
Got you.
The only known commonality between the affected species is that they are all types of fungus that can infect any animal with mucosal membranes.
Okay.
Due to a combination of historical factors, a vast percentage of the human population, as well as most animals, are naturally immune to SCP-129.
Okay.
Can resist the symptoms of a later stage infection. Known as progressive fungal infection, advances through 5 stages of SCP-129, with symptoms worsening from stage 1 to stage 5. Each stage of infection increases the likelihood of progression to the next, influenced by both ongoing exposure to SCP-129 carriers
Got
and
you.
the subject's natural resistance. However, resistance diminishes with every stage, making advancement, stage 3 to stage 4 and so on, more likely.
Okay.
The world is considered to be naturally immune to SCP-129 infections higher than stage 2. This is not true of all organisms on Earth. Given the subtlety of the earlier stages symptoms, detecting and diagnosing a confirmed instance of SCP-129 is highly difficult. It is considered by Foundation researchers to be far outside the treatment capabilities of most civilian medicine. While early detection may prevent progression to stage 3, no efforts are currently underway to improve diagnostic methods for infections below that threshold.
Got you.
Despite this, The symptoms of the first two stages have been observed in controlled environments and recorded within the SCP Foundation database entry for SCP-129. During a Stage 1 infection, the first organism, referred to as an instance of SCP-129-01, is introduced to its potential host, and immediately begins to attack their mucosal membranes. The anomalous fungal organism will then begin to multiply rapidly.
Oh God, bro.
So in a way that is considered to be unobtrusive. Symptoms of a Stage 1 SCP-129 infection are incredibly hard to detect, if they're even present at all. While normally asymptomatic, some infectees may start to experience a faint but persistent smell.
Oh.
Test subjects exposed to known species of SCP-129 have described the smell as being vaguely yeast-like.
Yeast.
This can lead to Stage 1 outbreaks among civilians to be misdiagnosed in persons of any gender as Candida infections. This fungal condition is known to produce a similar odor in some cases, caused by the production of ethanol and acetaldehyde that ferment sugars within the body. However, overgrowths of the Candida fungus can also commonly be odorless. It is also known that certain medications, especially antibiotics with any mold content, can produce a similar smell.
Got you.
The key difference between progressive fungal infections and other non-anomalous diseases is how it prepares the body for the subsequent stages of infection. The multiplication of SCP-129-01 weakens the host's body and immune system, allowing for a second fungal organism, referred to as SCP-129-02, to enter the mix. Once the host has been infected with two species of anomalously affected fungus, symptoms become marginally more noticeable, but no less easy to misdiagnose.
Okay. I guess.
But no less easy to misdiagnose. A victim carrying both an instance of SCP-129-01 and SCP-129-02 will experience symptoms identical to acute viral nasopharyngitis, otherwise known as the common cold.
Oh, okay. Ooh, okay.
In humans, this commonly leads to assumptions that they are simply battling a regular, non-anomalous illness.
Oh, sweet.
Most civilians affected by SCP-129 will attempt to treat their condition with home remedies, over-the-counter cold and flu treatments, or possibly even prescribed medication. While trying to treat these cold-like symptoms, the presence of SCP-129-02 will lower the efficiency of the victim's immune system.
Oh, that's sweet.
First organism, SCP-129-01, to become further entrenched within their body.
Oh, that's great.
During Stage 1, the risks of a severe progression, while never zero, remains low. In a vast majority of cases, both SCP-129-01 and SCP-129-02 will leave their host within 4 to 6 days. While these species are fairly widespread, by themselves they pose little danger. Most of the global human and animal population lack protection against exposure to these fungal organisms. However, healthy immune systems typically repel the species with relative ease. The real threat posed by SCP-129-01 and SCP-129-02 is their potential to facilitate an infection of another organism, SCP-129-03. Exposure to this is what denotes a Stage 2 case of progression.
Oh my God, it's not done.
Stage 2 sees the introduction of SCP-129-03 to an organism's immune system. Under normal circumstances, the presence of this type of anomalous fungus can be stopped by the infectee's natural mucus. However, this only occurs when encountering SCP-129-03 in isolation from other strains of SCP-129 fungi. In cases of progressive fungal infection, exposure to SCP-129-01 during Stage 1 predisposes the subject to secondary infection by SCP-129-03 in Stage 2.
Yeah.
This is because of the way that SCP-129-01 typically behaves within the mammalian body, causing the composition of naturally produced mucus to be altered. This means they are less resistant to SCP-129-03 exposure. Once this type of anomalous fungus establishes a presence in the host's body, it causes further internal bodily alterations. SCP-129-03 targets an infected person or animal's mucus, lymph, and blood. Just as SCP-129-01 facilitates colonization by SCP-129-03, These alterations create conditions that enable additional SCP-129 fungal species to establish within the host.
Okay.
To these anomalous alterations, stage 2 infections are often denoted by more noticeable symptoms, such as greatly increased mucus production within the body.
Oh.
Subjects can also develop a nagging cough caused by excess amounts of phlegm, as well as lingering low-grade fevers and increased levels of sweating and salivating. All of these symptoms can, when reported to a civilian general practitioner, be misdiagnosed as sinusitis or respiratory infections or the flu.
Sweet Jesus, bro. How long is this fucking... Stop. Almost done.
Diagnosed as sinusitis or respiratory infections or the flu.
Okay.
Foundation Anomalous Disease Specialists have identified several symptoms unique to stage 2 SCP-129 infection.
Okay.
First is an infected person reporting specific changes to their diet. In particular, a sudden preference to consume vegetables over other food groups.
Oh, that's nice.
Is the complaint that the subject finds fruit juices to suddenly start tasting odd. This is often noticed in those attempting to naturally boost their vitamin C levels to help fight what they likely assume to be a case of the flu.
Yeah.
The Foundation is awaiting Ethics Committee approval to monitor patient records and physician notes in major hospitals for indicators of stage 2 progressive fungal infection. In most cases, this stage and the presence of SCP-129-03 usually lasts around 2 weeks, though can persist as long as 4 months in some cases. Generally, the immune systems of most humans, among those who are of average health, are able to expel instances of SCP-129 fungal species and allow for a full recovery.
I hope so.
A percentage of the human population has already experienced a stage 2 SCP-129 infection at some point in their life, leading to a natural immunity that allows most people to survive this stage. Although few cases advance this far, subjects with earlier stages of progressive fungal infection remain at risk of progressing to stage 3.
Oh, God.
3 anomalous species known to cause a stage 3 infection, each with their own symptoms associated with exposure.
Oh, God.
All animals, humans included, are immune to these. The effects of stage 1 and stage 2 of SCP-129 mean that victims can become infected with one or more of the following. SCP-129-04, which causes increased lacrimation, the production of tears,
Oh.
slight yellowing of the eyes, and redacted. SCP-129-05 exposure is often denoted by redacted, as well as a gradual thickening of the host's nails and a significant increase in the production of earwax. Then, SCP-129-06 can cause the infected subject's waste material to become an unnaturally bright yellow and the appearance of small pellets. As with exposure to SCP-129-01, there is once again a distinct yeast smell. However, it is notably stronger when the victim is infected with SCP-129-06.
Oh.
The presence of any one of these species is considered a stage 3 case of progressive fungal infection. In these cases, the fungi are so entrenched within the host's body that they cannot be treated with conventional medicine, and removal is only possible through extraordinary and highly risky measures. Should a host become affected by all 3 of these types of anomalous fungi, then within hours of exposure, they will develop even more severe symptoms. These have been likened to flu symptoms in some cases, but are notably worse in others, causing infected hosts to be bedridden for 3 to 5 weeks. As time has elapsed, a victim will appear to have made a full recovery.
Okay.
Knowing things are only about to get worse.
Oh, shit.
A stage 3 survivor will have species of SCP-129 present throughout their body, affecting all major functions. This marks the passage into stage 4 of progressive fungal infection. From the outset, these subjects might appear healthier than those experiencing stage 3. They will report generally feeling healthy and may even appear more lively and energetic than they were even before contracting SCP-129.
Oh, that's nice.
Internally, though, fungal species SCP-129-01 through to SCP-129-06 will have completely infiltrated their immune,
Damn.
circulatory,
Oh, that's not good.
nervous systems, along with their redacted. Mycelium is the structure of a fungus that functions as its roots, consisting of a mass of branching hyphae that resemble threads. During stage 4, the mycelia of SCP-129 species will start to
Oh, God, bro.
replacing a significant percentage of the host's hair. The hyphae are almost identical to human or animal hair.
Yeah.
Shed in the same manner. This makes it impossible to distinguish what might be ordinary hair from the roots of anomalous fungi without closer analysis. These hyphae allow the various SCP-129 species to propagate between their current host and potential new ones. Anyone that comes into contact with these hyphae has a higher than 90% chance of becoming infected with progressive fungal infection. Despite heightened susceptibility to SCP-129 fungi, subjects also exhibit severely diminished resistance to common viral and bacterial pathogens. Non-infected creatures possess a substantially greater chance of surviving disease than those afflicted with stage 4
Oh
infection.
God, bro.
It is because of this that other secondary
Oh my God, this is just getting worse and worse, bro. Oh God, I feel like throwing up, bro.
tertiary infections are also contracted by these hosts, and with their immune systems and other functions compromised by SCP-129, survival is significantly impacted. All known stage 4 victims have died within a few weeks. The very few that survive progress to the 5th stage of SCP-129.
Oh God.
Stage 5 is particularly unique, even among the preceding stages of progressive fungal infection. This is largely because it isn't characterized by consistent symptoms that present across all cases that reach this level of severity. The symptoms of stage 5 tend to vary depending on a variety of factors. Potentially even any number of unknown variables can impact the way that this stage manifests in hosts. It's been assumed by Foundation researchers that stage 5 of SCP-129 is primarily impacted by the infected host's genetics, as well as their physiological state and their external environment. The commonality with any of the prior stages is between stage 5 and 4. Both render the victim's illness as highly contagious, even able to infect new hosts that have previously shown signs of total natural immunity. Much of the SCP Foundation's data on known manifestations of stage 5 has been expunged from official records. Given how widespread the various species of SCP-129 fungus are, this has been deemed a necessary redaction to avoid sowing undue panic among research personnel. There are, however, at least 3 confirmed instances wherein a human host experiencing a stage 5 case of progressive fungal infection displayed significant anomalous symptoms. The first recorded incident occurred in February of Redacted. The exact location was expunged. Eyewitness reports from a commuter train describe a female passenger boarding without any visible symptoms of infection. This woman is believed to have contracted SCP-129, with her condition progressing to stage 5.
She looks.
Point during the train's journey between stops, commuters witnessed the woman suddenly and instantaneously expanding. One testimony describes her as briefly resembling a balloon being inflated before exploding. Instead of showering the interior of the train and her fellow passengers with blood and viscera, however, the woman's unexpected bursting released millions of fungal spores and filaments throughout the carriage.
That's fucking disgusting.
Intercept the commuter train, halting it between stations, and ensuring that all exits off the vehicle remained.
That's fucking disgusting, bro. Okay.
Between stations, and ensuring that all exits off the vehicle remained sealed. When an appointed hazmat team arrived to sterilize the train, the interior surfaces were covered in enough spores to resemble a thick coating of dust, clinging to seats, doorways, handrails, the train floor, and the bodies of deceased passengers.
Goddamn.
Any surviving subjects that had been exposed to the hazardous anomalous fungal material were detained and placed under a mandatory quarantine by Foundation agents.
Goddamn.
Close analysis showed that the victim, based on what little remained of her body, had been infected with various species of anomalous fungi, including SCP-129-09, SCP-129-14, and Redacted. Anyone else found during the quarantine procedure to have been similarly affected to SCP-129 exposure was then euthanized. Their remains, along with any objects that had been carrying spores, were incinerated as per the Foundation's protocols for curbing anomalous outbreaks. Among the casualties were a number of personnel accidentally exposed to the spores during attempts to decontaminate the scene. The second known incident of SCP-129 Stage 5 took place in Redacted, a small town surrounded by large forested areas, which are known to also be home to several large uncharted cave systems. The Foundation became aware of a number of disappearances that took place in the area, thanks to agents embedded within local police departments who observed an uptick in missing persons reports. There was nothing to suggest that these were anything more than the result of non-anomalous crime until investigators located a cave several miles outside of town.
Uh-huh.
Foundation agents were dispatched to prevent information pertaining to what the investigators had found from reaching the public. Capturing and detaining the police assigned to look into the disappearances, agents were directed towards the cave and moved in to investigate themselves. Inside, Foundation personnel discovered what appeared to be several large mounds of pulsating flesh mixed with vegetative material.
Oh,
While most of the viscera was unrecognizable,
yeah.
local police investigators were able to point out that there were some distinctively human characteristics to the mounds. Some of these features allowed investigators to identify that parts of the mass were the missing people they'd been looking for. This case in particular has baffled SCP Foundation researchers since its discovery. Many personnel assigned to develop an understanding of how this anomalous fungus works have tried to theorize exactly what the purpose of these three pillar-like masses of flesh were. The leading school of thought is that this specific combination of SCP-129 fungi was able to interact normally with the local populace, attempting to infect others. It's thought that after a period of time, the infected citizens would then feel compelled to travel to the cave, though for what exact reason or how they ended up there remains unknown. Upon arriving, the infected victims would then undergo an anomalous physiological change, becoming the pulsating vegetative flesh mounds that local investigators and Foundation agents discovered. These appear to be living organisms that were anomalously modified to provide species of SCP-129
Oh, God.
source of sustenance. Further analysis of the recovered flesh and vegetative matter led Foundation researchers to the conclusion that these mounds could live for potentially over 100 to several hundred.
Damn.
This would allow the various species that cause SCP-129 to survive and thrive for an extended period of time. It is unknown how the human hosts of the fungus would experience this, whether or not they retained their sentience after becoming assimilated into the food mounds. An autopsy revealed the presence of SCP-129-10, SCP-129-11, SCP-129-14, and one additional, albeit redacted, species of SCP-129. After discovery, the cave site where the food mounds were discovered was subsequently quarantined, sanitized, and then later sealed by the Foundation. Data surrounding the third confirmed instance of Stage 5 manifestation has been expunged. SCP-129 is still considered to be an at-large anomaly and infects a substantial number of both human beings and animals on a daily basis. There is no known cure, other than the natural immunity much of the population has to protect them against the early stages of infection. Since simultaneously containing all species known to cause the anomalous disease would dramatically disrupt the global ecosystem, the Foundation's efforts for cases of progressive fungal infection are instead focused on treating infectees. Intention is also to gradually reduce the population of known SCP-129 member species, maintaining them over time to lessen the impact on the ecosystem.
Got you.
Any outbreaks of Stage 3 or higher are to be contained as quickly as possible.
Yes.
Infected individuals are subject
Oh,
to
God.
highest risk contagion protocols.
Uh-huh.
Under no circumstances can cases be allowed to progress to Stage 5. Check out the Dr. Bob Patreon.
Oh, God.
Featured today. Now go and watch another entry from the files of Dr. Bob, like telepathy virus.
Oh, God, bro. Oh, God. If you are still here, thank you so much for watching this disgusting and horrifying videos with me. I will see you next tomorrow at 11. Hopefully y'all get some sleep. I probably won't, but hopefully y'all get some sleep. And y'all have a good night. Peace out. Oh, God, man.